Coffee. French press, drip, latte, black, espresso, double shot, single shot. You name it, everyone takes theirs a specific way. Today I'm ordering 2. One for myself and one for Bob Lesnefsky. Bob is a really cool guy, and I'm excited to sit down with him today to discuss Dirty Vagabond Ministries, his urban mission in Steubenville, Ohio. He's also an accomplished speaker, rapper, and father of 7. I'm not sure where he gets his time, but he took some today to sit down with me in Philly. He likes his coffee black and hot, and that's how I'm ordering it for him. This is Caffeinated Conversations.
Hi, Maria.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Thanks for sitting down with me.
Yeah, thanks for getting me some coffee, just how I like it.
Hot and black.
Hot and black with a stick on top.
I like the beard.
Thank you.
It's working for you.
Yeah, little kids run away from it, but I like it.
Do you just decide to just go?
I started growing it 2 Mother's Days ago, so almost 2 years in May. It will be my 2-year beard birthday.
Okay.
And the unfortunate thing is it kind of trumps my wife's, being able to celebrate Mother's Day, but still, I don't know why I chose to pick it on that day, but I just followed the Lord. He said, let it grow. And I'm just, listening to him. So
it's a great combo with the tattoos. I like it. It's
yeah, thanks. It makes me look tough, right?
It does. It does.
Yeah.
Are those each? I mean, they're so cool. We've got this ship right here. We've got.
Yeah, they a lot of them have a lot to do with maybe either my walk with Christ or things in my life.
Yeah, really
but other ones are they're just fun because I like art and I like tattoos. But it's a great piece to talk about evangelization.
I'm
As
sure.
a kid on the street, you get to tell them this is in the Bible where this is, and so it kind of ends up being God uses all things for
That's
for
so
His
cool.
good, right?
So tell me about Dirty Vagabond Ministries.
Dirty Vagabond is it's a ministry to inner city kids. We're a missionary organization, and so the one thing that we're really passionate about is evangelizing where people are. So if you think about how Jesus did ministry, he didn't hand up flyers or put a bulletin announcement. He just went out to where people were, and he ate and he played and he listened and he talked. And so that's what we do. Our missionaries are out in the streets every day, whether that's in the projects or the basketball court of the school or whatever. It's a place where they can go to them in order to bring them to Christ.
Okay.
Christ never waited for the lost to come to him. He went to them.
And what are the age ranges that you're working with, primarily?
Well, in the inner city, you end up always kind of working with just about everyone from the shop owners to the homeless to little tiny guys and a lot of unwed mothers and stuff. But the main slice we work with is high school kids.
Okay.
So sometimes people are intimidated or freaked out by them, or maybe they're just loud or obnoxious. Maybe they smell bad. I don't know. But the reality is that all that stuff is real. And so unfortunately, people start writing them off. The schools don't want them around. Yes, they kick them out of school. The rec centers and stuff don't want them starting trouble or selling drugs. And even their churches a lot of times don't know what to do with them, so they get kicked out of all these places, and we're just saying, we want the kids that no one else wants because we want to be able to bring Christ to them.
Is that something you always wanted to do? What got you to form this?
It's not something, I always knew that I wanted to do something in ministry, but I grew up in little suburban, Whiteyville, and was definitely not, like a gangster growing up or anything, but I went to New York right when I graduated college, and I started doing the inner city ministry there. And me and my wife, just started falling in love with this kind of kid, just realizing, the ball was getting dropped, that they were just falling through the cracks and no one cared, And Mother Teresa says, this awesome quote, the greatest poverty is not to be noticed, not to be wanted. And so not only are they dying, not only are they depressed and alone and in a spot of desolation, but no one even notices.
Right.
So we decided at that point this is what we want to do with our lives, and whether it seems sensible or not, we know that's what God's calling us to. And so we've been doing it for about the last 10 years.
It's so great. And with that, I don't know, what kind of stories do you see? Or like, has there been like one transformation that really stands out above the rest? Or is it all like, I mean, I'm sure it's gradual too, so it's got to be.
Yeah, there's all kinds of, I mean, you know, that's the one romantic and beautiful thing about missionary work is that you see all kinds of miraculous things happen. You know, kids that you would never picture coming into a Catholic church or wanting to pray the rosary or, you know, asking about Christ and that kind of thing. You see it happen and, you know, it's enough to bring, you know, tears to your eyes. I guess it was 2 years ago now, we had a kid come in just because we were giving out hot dogs that day. I started talking to him and, you know, something in me he seemed like a kid that was really kind of open to just about anything. He just wanted to be loved. And so I asked him, you know, hey, you want to come on this retreat with us? You know, we leave next week. And he was like, okay. And so he came and his whole life, you know, was changed. This is a kid who had lived in and out of homeless shelters. This is a kid who has seen, you know, people murdered and horrible things. But the beautiful thing is 6 months after he walked in our door, he was in RCIA. And, you know, for that whole year, he went through RCIA and he came into the church that following Easter. And then the really neat thing is this year, his mother is coming into the church, which is so cool because you just don't see it a lot. You know, necessarily in the inner city.
I'm sure that encourages you to keep going when you do see it.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. You know, so he's been there with her at all these RCIA events and stuff, and he's encouraging her and stuff. So yeah, there are a lot of beautiful things you see all the time. It's just kind of buried under a lot of difficult.
So good. Yeah. And you're a musician too. Do you bring the music into the ministry as well?
Yeah, I mean, we do a lot of music in the ministry. You know, at our nights, we're always doing some kind of music, whether it's just fun stuff where we're playing the drums really loud and people dance and you know, jump around and slap each other, or sometimes, you know, it's you know, like a worship night and that kind of thing. But I really like hip hop, and so it's not something I necessarily want to do, like to perform in front of the kids all the time, because I feel like they don't care about that. You know what I mean? They just want to be loved. But it is kind of a cool thing. Like I had a kid come over to my house last Sunday after Mass, and he just, you know, wanted some help rapping, you know, like just to give him some tips, and started, you know, hearing what he was saying, and, you know, gave him a few tips, gave him a few beats and stuff like that. So it ends up being really cool, and, you know, hip hop is such a, you know, a shared experience, you know, that it is something awesome to breathe. That's a neat
way to connect,
yeah, to breathe Jesus into that kind of culture.
So what were the tips that you gave him?
What
are your rapping tips?
Well, I don't give them away for free.
Okay, fine.
To be honest with you, I'd see that gold chain. I want you going out on the mean streets.
I'm gonna give them to everybody.
Rapping, yeah.
Can you at least can you drop a beat?
Yeah, I mean, drop a beat. That sounds like about as nerdy and white as you could possibly say it. But I'll rap if that's what you want me to do.
I'm pretty white if you haven't noticed.
It's okay, I am too. But the thing is, I don't rap for free. So if you give me $1 at the end, I'll rap.
Can be arranged.
All right.
Talk to the boss.
So all you're gonna have to do is just carry a little beat. All right. So you just channel the inner gold chain you got hanging around your neck. All right. Just keep that going, and then slow it down just a little bit. What? Check. Open your ears, I'll make this clear. Now you can run and tell your mother that the champion's here. And while you at it, tell your homies for a name. Now you can call me Mr. like Belvedere. You see, you don't really want this. We come in masses and lyrical forces. We swing like Cassius. It's about God from the crib to the casket. Righteous, bringing you another hot classic. So, yeah, so it's $1 worth. It's $1 worth. We scandalized the other customers in the coffee shop, but...
Well done. Well done.